Disney, and I was sold. Next up, I would like for you to help me welcome the Honorable Dr. Shirley Weber, California Assembly Member, who will provide a greeting on behalf of the state of California.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Great. I'm glad to know that they're at least alive now and still listening. On behalf of the California State Assembly, I really want to welcome you to this campus, as well as welcome you to the Golden Pyramid Scholars Program. I'm probably the only person in this room who actually attended the first Golden Pyramid celebration. Is there anyone else who did? One other. There are two of us who remember three. Remember the very first Golden Pyramid Scholar Program. At that time, I was president of the San Diego Unified School District's Board of Education. And we had a crisis in San Diego, a real crisis, and it was a crisis of excellence. We had very few students of color, particularly African Americans, who had decent grade point averages. In fact, one year we discovered we had less than 20 African American males with a B or better average in San Diego. And we realized that there was a crisis, that we had to do something about it. And we began to interview young people and discovered that some were very brilliant, but were hiding their brilliance because it wasn't cool to be smart. So we had to develop a whole different culture of why it is important to do excellent work, and that it's okay, and that your peers will obviously respect you for it. And the Golden Pyramid Scholars Program began with a few hundred students. And by the time we had gotten into it for about a couple of years, we had over 400 African American students with 3.0 or better GPA. And so that was an amazing thing. And obviously it's grown and expanded since then. But it surely is an important issue to talk about excellence and what it means to you. At the state level, we are so excited that there are programs like this that challenge students to be excellent and to remain excellent through their high school years. It makes it easier for us to advocate for our California students to be admitted to the University of California and the CSUs. Because so often we find ourselves with the situation where we have students who want to come, but obviously they are not competing with the kids now in other states and around the world. And so the legislature, we are constantly saying, open the doors to California kids. Make sure California kids get in first and foremost. And so when I see groups like this, it says my job will be a little bit easier because of that. So I want to congratulate you, but I also want to congratulate the parents, because you worked hard. And you think when they get to be 18 that you'll say, that's it. I can tell you it is only begun. It has only begun. You play a critical role in your child staying in school, believing they can do it, helping them through any kind of economic or social crisis they may face, because they will face many of those. And I always tell parents, you're the adult, hang in there, tell them they have to stay in school, don't give them a reason to leave, and all those kinds of things that young people come up with. And parents will say, oh, okay, well, I understand it's a little bit hard. I understand you need a little bit more money. Well, maybe you could take a break. Don't say that. Don't say it. No matter what, don't say it. My father believed in me. My mother believed in me. And we were poor kids, poor people. My father was a sharecropper in Hope, Arkansas before coming to California. He had only a 6th grade education. He was semi-literate. And my mother had a 9th grade education. And there were 8 kids. But my father believed in us. And he never said, don't do it. We can't afford it. Do something else. He said to me very clearly in an old blues song, if you want to go to school, I'll drink muddy water and sleep on a hollow log to send you to school. And he meant every word of it. So parents, you play a very important and vital role in the success of your children. You may not can't help them with their homework. My father couldn't do that. But he could encourage me every step of the way. When I was thinking, am I going to go stay at UCLA and get a PhD? Thought about it, and I said, Dad, I don't know. I can stay and get a PhD. I was about 23 at the time. And he said, or 22, I guess, at the time when I was making that decision. And he said, he didn't know a lot about it. He said, well, what is a PhD? And I told him what it was. And he said, so it's the highest thing you can get. I said, yeah. He said, go get it. He didn't know what it cost. He didn't know where it was, but he said, go get it. And so I want you to encourage you to always, stay there for your kids. They will need you to provide them with the security and the comfort that what they're doing is right and excellent. Young people, stay focused. I know there'll be a lot of things coming your direction. There'll be a lot of things you want to do. but you stay focused. I had so many friends who started the school with me and went another direction, but I stayed focused. And so, and I was grateful for it, because as I got older, and when I finished my doctorate, I was 26 years old from UCLA. And the interesting thing was, I looked at my friends who had stopped, who had quit, who started, who stopped, who went to do something else. And I realized that I was already done. And they were just beginning to try to figure out if they were going to start. And they had families and kids, and it made it hard for them to do it. And some of them took 20 years to finish their degrees. So I want you to stay focused on what you want, because in the end it pays off. You'll have that degree, you'll have what you need, and you'll be able to open the world for yourself. Education is truly the American equalizer. Being a kid from the projects, the pueblos of Los Angeles, I can tell you that I have been places that I never dreamed I'd ever go. I've met people that I never thought I'd ever walk with. Governors, presidents, all kinds of ambassadors around the world that I never thought I'd ever meet. And yet I have access to all of that. Why? Because I have a great education from UCLA. I have those degrees that anchored me, gave me 40 years as a professor at San Diego State University. All of those things opened doors that as a little kid, I never thought they'd ever open for me. Places I'd never been, experiences I never thought I'd ever have, to travel the world, to meet people, and to be comfortable about doing that because of the excellent education and training that I had. So once again, I say to you, you have no idea where you're going to go. But I can guarantee you, if you stay involved, you stay in your school, you do well, wherever you're going, it's going to be amazing. And you're going to have challenges, and you're going to meet those challenges unlike anybody else. And so I simply want to thank you for inviting me back. I come back most years just to encourage you to stay focused. As a kid who was like you some years ago in a room where people were telling me I could do things because I was excellent and I was doing well in school. And all I thought was I'll get a degree and probably get a little job and have a little house somewhere and be happy. I never thought I'd have all these opportunities presented to me that I had never dreamed of. Had no intentions of becoming a state assemblywoman. Not at all, not at all. And as a result of the opportunity and the challenge that was there and the experience I've had, it was open to me. An opportunity to represent you in the State House. Be the first African-American woman or male to actually be a state officer in California, in the history of California. So all those things come because you've worked hard, you have done some great things, and you stay focused. So once again, congratulations. The world is amazing. It's going to open for you, and I'm jealous because I know you're going to have even far more wonderful experiences than I had. But you will have earned them, and we look forward to what you're going to give to all of us in the future. So once again, welcome, and thank you so very much for making California proud.